Review live on the air. We're going to wrap up this hour, which has flown by, with Andrew's Ultimate Friendly Flora. This is an amazing probiotic that you do not need to refrigerate, doesn't need any babying, and can absolutely, again, make a big difference. Andrew, let's talk about 1,600 five-star reviews and 25 billion potency.
Well, the 25 billion, let's put that in context. We know that our planet is overpopulated. I think there's 8 billion people on it. So we have more than 25 billion colony-forming units in each capsule, not in multiple capsules that you have to take a handful, but in one single capsule. The other thing that's fascinating about probiotic organisms, and it's something that the other companies are so busy promoting their benefits, saying it's going to treat your constipation or your whatever your things in your GI tract. They basically position them like they're a digestive medication. What's fascinating about probiotics, I think once you learn that your what's called your microbiome, where these friendly flora exist, where these probiotic organisms exist in your body, called the microbiome, in that microbiome, just in the colon, there are more organisms in a healthy colon than you have cells in your entire body. And I mean, just let's think about this for a while, that a normal, healthy human being, the organisms living in their colon will outnumber their cells in their body. That's part of a healthy human being, a healthy human digestive tract. So it's indispensable for healthy digestive function, nutrient absorption, regularity, all of those things. So it's an opportunity with a product like Ultimate Friendly Flora. It's an opportunity to reconstitute what the way we live, the way we eat has diminished. That unfortunately we've so sterilized our food supply for safety that we want to avoid all the pathogens, all the bad bacteria, that when we sterilize and protect ourselves from those, we're doing away with all the friendly flora, all of the things we want in our microbiome. Unless, of course, we're eating things like yogurt or kimchi or things like that, where we have an opportunity, fermented foods. So it's unfortunate, but the way we live, the way we eat, it makes it imperative that we reconstitute that microbiome. And the way we go about formulating our Ultimate Friendly Flora, and it's been a labor of love now for almost 2 decades. We were working on it for 4 decades, but we couldn't find a mix of ingredients that would tolerate not requiring refrigeration. That was the first thing we needed to do, because we wanted to make a formula that would be stable at your house and stable with normal handling. We were able to do that about 20 years ago. Then all of the different organisms we choose are the organisms that in the research were demonstrated to have the greatest benefits in terms of our digestive system, were associated with the greatest health benefits. So you just look at the healthiest microbiomes from the healthiest people, and that's what we deliver. It's very straightforward research.
I was so concerned before the show, I didn't want this to get lost in the mix, because this item alone deserves to be on a pedestal and with a spotlight on it. It is a phenomenal probiotic. A lot of people always ask Andrew about what vitamins does he take. A lot of people ask us hosts what we take. This for me is on the non-negotiables, and I even have the card from when Andrew first presented it with me, and I wrote down the thing that got me into this, which was things like antacids and proton pump inhibitors that we were talking about earlier. They do inhibit, you know, in terms of upset pH in stomach, making for challenges for friendly flora to populate. And when Andrew explained that to me, and I was using those as well, it made all the sense in the world. I need to help my body, Andrew, get what it needs.
Well, it's really simple to understand. If we take an antibiotic, it basically is like setting off a nuclear bomb for your microbiome. Antibiotics simply kill the organisms. If you take a proton pump inhibitor, it's like maybe turning the thermostat up in your house to 100 degrees. It's not going to be very comfortable for anyone to be there. So when you start taking a PPI, a proton pump inhibitor, or